What's up, guys? Welcome to an afternoon edition of the Spare Change Podcast. Today we are joined by Mr. Raf of the Rafcave. What's up, Raf?
Boom! What's up, Shane? Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining me today, this afternoon.
Of course.
Normally I like to get on, midnight, 3 o'clock, 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I usually see you late.
Yeah, I woke up especially early just for you today.
Appreciate it, man.
So, I figured today I didn't really have any major topics, but I figured we just shoot the shit, as they say.
Of course. Talk home theater.
So I asked you where you were from when I hit you up on Insta, and you said Minnesota. Which would explain the purple and yellow colors.
Of course, I'm a huge Vikings fan,
Yeah.
so Skull Vikes, right?
Yeah.
So it's my thing. Yeah, for sure.
And it looks like you definitely are in a little cave here, right? Your little office is part of the theater?
Yeah, this is my, I say, command center. This is where I do most of my unboxings. I do my live streams when I'm gaming, and of course my reactions. And it's just a nice little cove I have in the basement here, and I put little trinkets and little things that I love around me. It's kind of cool.
I see that. That's behind your theater, am I correct?
Yeah, so I have
behind it.
Yep, I have an L-shaped room. So the long way is the theater, and then the short way kind of goes that way. And I have another little area, which is the Mitsubishi 82-inch and the Infinity surround, and just more like just a casual TV watching area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Don't you have a little? Don't you have like a big OLED in that little alcove there?
Yeah, I'm staring at it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 65-inch GX OLED, and it's a beautiful TV. From day one, it's been perfect. It's been wonderful. I can't.
Got the GX.
Can't see myself. Yeah, I can't see myself getting another TV. It's crazy. Yeah, I had a CX in the beginning because the number one thing was getting ready for the next gen consoles. So Series X, PS5, HDMI 2.1, and we had to look at a TV that is ready for it with the 120 and all that good stuff. And the CX was a logical choice, of course, and started with the 55-inch because I'm only sitting about 5 feet away from my screen here. It's kind of like my computer monitor. It's only about 5 feet away, and I'm like, you know what? It's not exactly immersive enough. So went to a 65-inch, and then with the CX, the actual stand is kind of like it slopes inward, and it really doesn't work with my desk here.
Mm-hmm.
And my vision was to have my consoles underneath it. So the GX, you can add the additional feet that go on the side. So that way it's more of a wide base, and I can fit a lot of stuff underneath it. So it works out perfect. But also the GX has the new next gen tuner, which I'm looking forward to when that drops sometime this year in Minnesota. Hopefully you can get 4K over the air broadcast. So that has a built-in tuner, which works out great. And of course, it's got a nice sound system, but I don't really use the sound too much. But man, GX, CX, OLED has been just wonderful. It's been awesome.
Speaking of the new sound system for your LG television, Mr. Scott Woodford, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, but he's getting the brand new LG SP9YA soundbar.
Cool.
If that's anything like their older one that I reviewed last year, should be pretty good sounding.
Yeah, I do like the LG soundbars with the Dolby Atmos up-firing speakers.
Yeah.
And it's a sleek look. It's nice.
Speaking of the new generation, what is it, ATSC 3.0 tuner, right? 4K?
Yeah, next-gen tuner.
And speaking of next-gen, let's talk about next-gen consoles and gaming. This is news that dropped today. Let's share this right now.
Sweet.
So this is going to be for anyone that owns a Sound United product, either Denon or Marantz, that is aware of the HDMI 2.1 bug. So today, Sound United, this is coming via Forbes, BTW. As was suspected when the first issue was discovered, the fix, the whole thing was that you couldn't pass, like 4K, 120, and 8K over to your display, like an LG television or like a Samsung, through your AVR because there was like a little bug with it. So today, Sound United is releasing a new HDMI adapter called the SPK 618. It's designed to sit between the Xbox Series X and the affected AVRs. So rather than having to send your unit back to get a new hardware upgrade or a fix, this is going to be a little adapter that's going to plug in between your television and the AVR. This will allow the HDMI 2.1 port, which is going to allow it to pass through 4K 120 or 8K signals to compatible screens. The affected units are the Denon AVR A110, which is their big boy flagship, the 6700, that's their second in command. I reviewed that on the channel, so if you missed that, go check it out. 47, 37, 27, 960, 7706, Marantz, 8015, 7015, 6015, 5015, and the little slimline 1711. These are going to ship out. Well, you got to register. You can register within your AVRs or processors warranty period from May 15th. So go over to this website here. Step one is go to denon.com/HDMI adapter for Denon, or go to marantz.com HDMI adapter for Marantz. Go fill out the forms. Let's just take a look and see what that looks like.
Man, that's got to be an expensive recall for those companies to fix all these receivers out there.
Yeah, right. Well, it's a little box. Let me see if there's a picture. Here it is. So here's the little picture. So this would be your receiver over here on the right. The little adapter goes in the center, and then you have on the other side your game console. So I mean, better than having to send it back over to Sound United. So they're just going to issue an HDMI adapter. A kind of a bummer that you have to add another piece to your home theater. Nobody likes to add little extra knickknacks and accessories, but like I said, I guess it's better than having you to ship out your unit to have them corrected or retrofit it. This is just like an additional add-on. I guess it would be kind of semi-smallish.
Yeah, you could probably hide it. So
yeah,
it's unfortunate. It's fortunate that you got to run one device into it.
Yeah,
it'd be nice if it went out of the receiver first, but
it looks like there's only one input as well. Like, what if you have both? Because look at that picture. That looks like a single.
Yeah,
blow that up.
Well, that's the thing with these new receivers, only one input, which is a big downfall and bummer for a lot of potential buyers. Is only one in, one out. Well, two out, which is really weird because the designers say they'd rather have two out than two in for like a projector. And I'm like, well, last I heard, there's no 2.1 projectors anytime doing this stuff. So I'm not sure why that philosophy was the way they went.
I have no idea. Well, this is what happens when you try to rush new features out. Wanted to be the first.
Yeah, unfortunately sold my Denon, I think it's 4400, I think it was. That was right here that powered up my command center, so to speak. And it's just been delay after delay. And who knows? We'll see what happens with the Yamaha, or not the Yamaha, but the Onkyo, and I think the Pioneer, like you were talking about a while ago. I think August, right? August or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully they don't have an issue with this either. But I think they're all using the same chip, so they might have to issue a, external adapter as well.
Oh my gosh, or delay them until it's all figured out. So.
But yeah, guys, so if you guys have any of these receivers, AVRs, or processors, then go to denon.com HDMI adapter or marantz.com HDMI adapter to sign up for your adapter. So what do you guys think about this new solution? Do you think it's a pain in the balls or what? Leave a comment down below and let us know.
I can see the chat here. Okay, here we go. What's up, Henry? I'm seeing your chat now.
Yeah.
First time on the, what is this, StreamYard?
Yeah, it's a StreamYard.
That's cool. Welcome, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Home theater man. You can get an HDMI adapter for the adapter. So if you got more than one unit, you're going to have to get another adapter for the adapter.
I don't know. I might add some, connectivity issues or handshake issues?
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
It's just another ball of wax you got to get through.
So you're a big-time movie guy. Have you seen Mortal Kombat?
Oh, what's that movie? Oh, of course, I've seen Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I've done a ton of reactions to the movie. I did a mini reaction after seeing it, and I loved it. I mean, I am a huge Mortal Kombat fan since day one. It's been over 25 years since we've seen these characters on the big screen, and I'm just happy that it's out there. It might not have been the best story, it might not have the best characters, but the entertainment value was there. The effects was pretty nice. Sound was pretty good as well. HDR, 4K, all that good stuff. I'm really hoping that they continue this universe, and apparently they've done really well in the box office. #1 in the box office, and #1 for HBO Max streaming. I hear too, beat out Godzilla Kong. So this is a very, very good news, and I'm looking forward to the future of this franchise. It's pretty cool. I'm a Scorpion fan. If you didn't notice, a Scorpion. Scorpion everywhere. So he was badass in this movie. Hell yeah! What'd you think? I know you did a small spec video on it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Not what I thought it was going to be until we got halfway through the movie. I was like, oh, this is just a setup for the sequel.
It's a prequel to the tournament.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was. Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're not definitely. I said, tournament's probably going to come part 3. So
yeah,
this is,
it's a three movie arc. I think the writer said a trilogy they wrote out. But we got to talk about the HBO Max audio.
Yeah,
remember you and I were talking about it on Instagram. So Godzilla Kong on streaming, the dialogue on the center channel was really low for some reason. I mean, like crazy, like 10 decibels lower. So I'm cranking up to reference level for me. Zero is my reference. It's at 75 decibels everywhere. 0 is reference for me, and it played fine. It sounded fine for me. I know you did a video on 75 decibels.
Yeah.
If the room's not treated right, it could be just painful to your ears.
Yeah.
But if when you see my theater, I put a bunch of panels, acoustic panels, so it's really amazing the difference.
We'll see it.
That the sound changes to. Yeah, let me flip over my camera here. So for me, what I did was I put acoustic panels on the side walls. I have 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and I made an acoustic cloud on top. So it really absorbs a lot of reflections bouncing everywhere. So the sound is warmer almost. It's more damp. And it's incredible when you clap your hands, you don't hear an echo. It's just completely it's just a really game changer for sound. So for me, when I turn it up, it just sounds good. There's no piercing sound or anything like that. So when I go 0, it's pretty dang awesome. But normally I'm at -10 when I play movies normally. But what you see is it's all clips. I love clips. I've had clip speakers for 12 years now. In the front is the RF7s, the original OG RF7. RC7 for the center channel below the screen. And on the right, of course, is the other one. On the left, on the floor, I have 2 RSW15 subs. And those have been my bread and butter for 12 years. And they had a slight issue with the amp, so I had to send those in to get repaired, but they're back in working order. But in the meantime, I did order that Beast sub on the right, which is that PSA 21-inch monster. On the side walls, I have the 2 surround. Those are RS7 side speakers there. And on the top left, you can see that speaker hanging from the wall. That's my 2 RS7 center rears behind me. And then, of course, on the top is some clips. I think those are, I don't know if those are dipole or bipole. It's got 1 horn in the middle and then 2 woofers on the sides. And then I put 4 of those on the ceiling for the 714. And on the back of you can't see them, but on the floor behind the theater seats there, I have 3 Klipsch sub 12 subwoofers for the near field subs. So they add a little bit of rumble back there.
Yep.
And then, of course, butt kicker. You got to have butt kickers because they add such a great dimension to feel the movie as well as to hear it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And the black velveteen, I just went to, what do you call it? Joanna fabric?
Yeah.
And just bought yards and yards of black velveteen and just kind of stapled them along the walls and the ceiling there. And it adds a nice little homey theater feel.
Yeah.
And then on the floor there, that carpet is actually, it's a cool story. My dad was a photographer for Kirby Puckett for the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, really?
And Kirby said, "Do you want this black shag carpet here?" And he's like, "Sure." And my dad's had it for so many years. He's like, "You should just cut it up and put it in your theater." So there it is, a black shag from Kirby Puckett. The late Kirby Puckett.
I haven't heard that name forever.
Kirby Puckett. Yeah,
right?
He's amazing dude. So yeah. So that's my theater there.
Interesting. All right. So many people don't know that if they have like just a living room home theater setup and they're blasting it super loud, most likely they're not going to have room treatments. in their place, and that can contribute to very harsh sound because you have a lot of reflections. So
Right.
whereas having some damping material to absorb some of that early reflections and whatnot, that can really you can really just crank it up and it's just crystal clear.
Mhm.
Provided you do it correctly.
Right.
So you look like you're definitely well treated in there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's my labor of love in that room.
And yeah, dude, yeah, when we started watching Godzilla Kong, we watched before we started that we watched the last one, King of the Monsters, just for refresher, quick demo for base, and then we immediately switched over to Godzilla Kong, and we're just like, dude, turn up the volume.
Right.
I was like, yo, I didn't even touch the volume, and it was just like way lower. I want to say mine was like about 12 dB lower, and I just kept cranking and cranking. I was just looking at the number on the dB meter on the processor. I was like, shit. I was like, I never have it this loud. I was like, this would
Right.
blow me out of the fucking room if I was at this level on any other movie, except for
Especially
maybe yeah.
DTS is always a little bit louder too. It's just kind of crazy, but yeah.
And I don't think I noticed the same problem with Mortal Kombat. Did you? Was it equally as
I
low? Was
still
it?
went to reference.
Huh.
Yeah, but I mean the dialogue was a little normalized. It's a
Yeah,
little
that
bit
was
normal, but
normal.
I think the whole thing was a little bit quieter for me. So I had it at 0 as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I thought it wasn't like as dynamic sounding. Like I could tell it was probably more detailed, more richer sounding. I just thought it sounded a little bit more compressed.
What are your go-to movies for like if someone comes over, never seen your theater before, what do you play them for first?
What am I playing for first? Lately it's been Monster Hunter. I just slapped that in there.
That's a good one. I actually was
Yeah,
impressed by that one.
yeah,
What I enjoy is playing that oil rig disaster, Deepwater Horizon. Do you
yeah,
have
yeah,
do you
yeah,
have that
yeah,
one? Oh my goodness. It's like 12 minutes of just a buildup of the oil and the pressure and then the fire at the end and the big explosion.
yeah.
Man, that is an intense scene. And it'll really, really shock people. It's pretty awesome. I love it.
I haven't seen the movie forever.
Yeah,
It's
it's
one of
just,
those
yeah, it's a good scene to be boom, play that part.
dramas.
Hmm.
I don't know, dude. I don't think any movie this year's got more bass than Monster Hunter. If any movie has really shitty dialogue, it's Monster Hunter. That movie sounds like they took the in-camera audio and just put that in the movie instead of like miking the characters
Right.
up. I'm just like, dude, is that straight from your camera? Because it sounds really bad.
That Paul Anderson directed that one.
Yeah, he does all his
Yeah.
wives' movies. Yeah,
Yeah. Resident Evil stuff.
yeah,
Oh, that was pretty, it was a different kind of movie.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, I don't know anything about the video game, but I was like, this is not bad. I was like, it's okay. It's
Worth a
kind of,
watch.
yeah, it's worth a watch. Good.
Pacific Rim's got some really nice bass. At least the first one, for deep bass with the stomps and stuff. Remember that one?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I haven't seen that forever. I
Yeah,
remember
it's a great
redoing
one.
that review not that long ago, and I was like, wow, this is much better than what I recall.
And it's a full screen aspect, which I love for me having a 16 by
Yeah,
9 screen. I
yeah, that
always
works for
appreciate
you.
that. Oh yes.
Do you have you don't have little which little masking panels, do you? Did you make any?
No, it's the straight 16:9. There was one time I actually thought about building a false wall
Yeah.
and putting the speakers behind there and stuff. That's I couldn't do it. It would cut off the entry of my theater,
Oh,
and
okay.
then with the four seats, it's basically wall to wall my four theater seats, so it would be just too difficult. But yeah, I normally watch a lot of sporting events and Vikings football and gaming on there. So for me, a 16 by 9 screen is still more useful to me in that area.
Yeah. I thought well, I'm getting a new screen. I think it's coming next week. It's another Weave screen. I just got a Weave screen like a couple weeks ago from like Elite. They sent me one because
Oh,
I got
nice.
I got the new thinner speakers. So I was like, oh, I can actually put these behind the screen for a change. It's a different experience, man, for sure.
Yeah.
It's because I put it like right in the center of the screen, so it's like coming right from the actors' mouths, rather than like sometimes I'll watch a movie and my eyes will go straight to my center speaker because it's below the screen.
Hmm.
I'm like, it doesn't really sound like it's coming from the actors' faces. But now, dude, it's like totally different. It's like way better.
I know. I angle my center speaker up a little bit, so it kind of goes up this way.
Yeah.
It helps for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it helps too. I got mine. I still have both centers. I still have the one behind the screen, and I have another one, the Bowers, underneath it.
It's
Just
cool.
if I wanna run something full range for testing or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man.
What
Try
did you
it
do
out.
to calibrate your theater? What do you calibrate with?
So JVC has AutoCal,
Hmm.
the X-Rite X1 or whatever it's called. I got it around here somewhere. It's it's a little light meter, I guess. Then you just stick it in front of your screen, plug it into the laptop. Laptop goes to the JVC. JVC's got software, and it just like boop, 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 does it automatically for you in like 10 minutes.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I'm still with the Odyssey. Um, for me, I just run the standard Odyssey with my the app. The app is really
Oh,
cool.
you talk about audio? Or you talk about video?
Audio. Oh, you
Oh,
have the
oh,
JVC projector.
yeah, it's on my JVC projector.
Oh, it's calibrating the video. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's kind of nice.
Didn't you did that, dude? Didn't you?
Well, I had someone come in and do the Sony, the 295.
Okay. I
But
I remember I bought the X-Rite. I think you bought it too, isn't it? Didn't you buy an X-Rite?
X-ray, no, no, no. Mm-mm.
I could have swore you did a calibration on your projector video, a video of that.
I did the German gamma curves. Some German guys made some kind of formula, and you implement it in the projector, and it changes the HDR curve, and it makes it brighter, more colorful, deeper blacks. That's what I did. It's not a straight HDR calibration, but putting those curves in made a big difference.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's what I did for the projector. I had a third party come in and do the SDR
Yeah.
calibration with the standard stuff, the laptop and everything. But I did my own calibration on the OLED. That was
Huh.
fun, because it's got the built-in pattern generator on the
Yeah.
LGs, which is awesome. You just buy the sensor, you get the software, and it does its thing. But for audio, though, yeah, for me, I do the Odyssey thing, standard microphone with the Marantz. I do that with the app because you get to pay for a $20 app.
Yep.
Go through the settings, and at the end, you can actually turn off the mid-range compensation and dial back the frequency, so your speakers can perform better the way they're supposed to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it actually flattens out the curve for the bass, which is nice, and you can actually tweak the hertz points on your sub if you want to, which is nice.
Yeah.
Make your own curve, and then of course the SPL meter afterwards. Do all the speakers at 75. I do, and since I have multi subwoofers, I bring them down to 70 hertz, and then when they turn them all on, then it bumps it all the way up automatically. But as far as like tuning them, I do each one 70 hertz at the main listening position and also the phase. And I look at my SPL meter and move the phase until the dial, peaks basically, and then leave it there for blending and everything.
Yeah.
And it's worked out pretty well so far. I did try that U-Mic 1 and
Yep.
DSP, and man, you have to have some kind of engineering degree to get in that stuff, man. I couldn't do it, man. I'm just a
No?
simple man, simple guy. Just do it automatically, and I'm good. So I just really couldn't get into that. Actually, I try to do it with the help of my community. Sammy's a good guy. And after we did that, and I played scenes that I've heard for years and years, and
Yeah.
it just didn't have that oomph. It was really weird. It's like, what? I calibrated to a nice flat thing, and I'm playing it loud, and I'm like, I'm not feeling anything different.
Yeah.
And I put the Odyssey back in, do its thing, tune my stuff, and then it's like, boom, there it is. There's the bass. I'm like, whoa. So I don't know. It was weird to me.
Huh. That's interesting. Usually, well, with my system, I have because I have the Trinov. On the Trinov, by default, I believe Dolby adds a 10 dB boost. So instead of having everything flat, it's automatically on the low end, it will boost the LFE channel by 10 dB, which you can click on and off. So that's like a Dolby type of thing. So maybe do yours flat, then bump it up 10 dB, just the LFE channel. And also, as I'm doing my curves, sometimes I'll add maybe like a 6 dB boost from maybe what do I have it at? About 80 hertz down. I might add like a 6 dB boost, which boosts up the low end on all the main channels and also my LFE. So that gives me a little bit more bump as well. Because normally if I just keep everything flat, then yeah, it sounds kind of like what you're saying right now. So usually I'll add a little boost on be below 80 hertz on down. I'll boost it. So it has like a little, kind of like a little curve. It'll be like this, right? And it'll come down.
So you go from 80 kind of down, or you go from 20 kind of down to 80? start
It'll
high
be
at the
like,
low end and go down this way.
yeah, so it'll
Which
be
way you go?
flat and then it'll go up a little bit.
At 80 or the 20? Which side goes up?
From 80 down to, well, I guess 80 down to like 20 or 80 down to like 0, I guess you could
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I have like a 6 dB boost. And then that's from my main channels. And then the Trinov automatically adds a 10 dB boost for the LFE channel, which I
Nice.
guess is like a Dolby mandated type of thing, like a
Wow.
default thing. I don't know if Odyssey does that or not, but I know that Trinov has like the master code for Dolby. So
Sweet.
they do it the exact same way Dolby's supposed to do it,
That's cool.
which is a 10 dB boost.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that I reordered the U mic one, just the mic, because I read some video or saw some videos where the room can actually affect the crossover slope of your speakers. So a lot of
Yeah.
times everyone says 80 hertz is the thing, but if 90 hertz actually gives you a flatter response, leave it at 90 or maybe even 100, and you get a flatter response. So I'm thinking I'm going to test out all my speakers in my room, see which the crossover is the flattest, and
Mhm.
leave it there and have the subs do the rest. So that's something I have to redo. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, you just as long as you got the U mic still and you got Room EQ Wizard, you can just run a sweep and just see where everything starts rolling off.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see the graph, to see what your room looks like basically with your sound. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't know if Odyssey does it. It should show you like before and after results and show
On
you
the
where it starts rolling off.
Yep, on the app it's a bunch of, of those things, but they actually don't really give you details as far as the hertz and
Oh,
the numbers too much. It's just
oh,
more the
yeah.
picture of what they fixed. I
Yeah,
guess,
that's right. I remember I
Mhm.
mentioned that when I did a review and I was like, the app is a bit janky. And it's like, it's hard to like manipulate too with your finger.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to have a fine tooth, but it does give you more flexibility and options than the standard built-in Odyssey. So
Yeah.
I think it's worth the $20 to give it a shot and try it out. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, if you get the new Pioneer or Onkyo, then I think they're coming out with Dirac this year.
Right. That's
Whenever
supposed to be better than Odyssey or a little more.
yeah, I think it's a little bit better. You definitely have more control with the app, with the program. And it tells you exactly what your system's doing. So it's very similar to like Anthem Arc
Mhm.
and a little, as far as like before and after results and similar to like the Trinov as well.
Nice.
So whatever you get to go in there next, I think the Direct is going to be your jam when you see how that works.
Yeah, I like to get it in here. I do have 712 in this little command center here that I like to get going again. So that'd be nice to calibrate that.
And speaking of upgrades, you got the big boy sub, the PSA 21 incher.
Yes, yeah, let's show again here. So it's on the bottom or the middle right there, that sub.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a monster. I did an unboxing video of that, and it's 150 pounds, and it's got a 21-inch woofer. The amplifier inside is a peak at 4,300 and RMS at about 1,900. And it's a sight to behold. When you see a 21-inch woofer moving in and out, it's pretty spectacular, man. You're like, wow, this thing is crazy. It's got a porthole in the bottom, so you feel a lot of air coming out in the bottom there. But yeah, I've been playing some movies with it, and you definitely hear a nice, deep, rich difference with it. Currently, right now, I'm still kind of tweaking it a little bit. I've actually, I don't know if I've strained it, but when I play stuff at reference, sometimes I hear that sub doing a little waffling.
Damn,
You know,
dude. From
you
the
know,
port?
Yeah, the little port. Yep.
So the port is making noises.
So yeah, the port makes noise on the bottom a little bit.
Wow.
But I mean, it's like when I've been playing movies with my clip subs, loud reference,
Yeah.
and I've never heard any kind of a proverbial wall that the subwoofer hits, where just that's the most I can do for you.
That's disappointing.
So yeah, I'm talking to the owner,
Yeah.
and we'll see what he suggests. But also, what I've done is I downloaded the app on my phone, and it's a frequency app.
Yeah.
And I've heard some people, I believe in, a lot of people don't believe in what's called a break-in of a speaker.
Yeah.
And I play about 20 to 15 hertz and let that woofer flex. And I do that for 15 minutes. And what I'm hoping to happen is the coil will expand a little bit or loosen up, so to speak. And maybe that sub will just perform a little better. So I'm hoping that fixes it.
Huh? Did you take any measurements on it? Like what kind of response are you getting with it?
The last one I remembered is that it was at about 80 decibels at 7 hertz. That's where
Okay.
that's where I measured at. So it can do it.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it some time. I have 60 days to play with this sub, and I'm just gonna see if I can get it to play nice at loud volumes and not detect any kind of strain or any peak.
How
But
big is your room?
it's so my projector's 15 feet back.
Oh, you got a big room.
Sitting about 14 feet from it, and then of course my area just keeps going back this way,
Yeah. Yeah.
like an L-shaped room. So it's a larger room.
Yeah. You got big. I could see your problem. You only got one. That's what it was. He's supposed to get two, dude.
It's supposed to get two to balance it out in the room. Well, I was hoping that the dual 15s would play nice with it. But I mean, on its own, it's nice. But maybe I just push it. I push speakers too much because of my room. It's just,
Well, you got the 215s. They're on the left side of the wall, and then the 21s on the right side.
yeah. Or the yep. It's the let me see here. Yep. So this RSW 15s, the dual 15s on the bottom left, right down there.
Yeah.
And the big 21 on the right. And I tuned them to be the same decibel. I did the phase thing, and everything matches up perfectly.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't know what it is. Like when I watch, like say, Live Free or Die Hard, that's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one.
There's a scene when they bust into their camp, and there's some low effects that just kind of make that woofer just, I don't know, it's just a weird sound. Just like, I'm not going to say bottom. Maybe it bottoms. I'm not sure if it bottoms, but it just kind of hits that wall where it just can't go anymore. But I'm still playing with it. I think it's an awesome sub. I know it has good potential. We'll see. I'm gonna keep working with it, and hopefully that flex in that break-in period loosens up that woofer, and it can perform better for me.
What's directly behind your seats? You? Are you there right now? Right behind your seats?
Yeah, I'm basically like 6 feet from my theater seats, and then I have three of the.
Can you put like 115 on the left side wall, 115 on the right side, and then the 21 behind your seat?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Right, a near field sub right behind the seats. Like, what would you face the woofer? Would you face it against the back of the seat? Or would you face the woofer away from the seat? Or would you go the side way? It was kind of...
See, on mine, I got both my 18s. I first shot them into the room, into the seats, but that didn't measure good. And I shot them both opposing each other. So one towards the left wall, one towards the right wall. And that's much more, for my space, that worked out a lot better. I don't know what your space was going to be like. So you might have to orientate all three subs in different directions to see what sounds the best. But I hear what they say when they're like sub bass is non-directional, but that's a bunch of crap. Like I can tell exactly where the sub is coming from. Right. No matter where you put it, I can tell where you put that sub.
Right.
So especially when you face it too. I would say I got into this with like the guy from Rel, John Hunter. He like makes engineers all the Rel subs. And he was like, yeah, he goes, every time you place a sub, make sure you point it toward your listening position. He's like, because bass is directional.
Yeah, that's what I did with the fronts. I kind of towed them in towards the listening position. I was like, I never did that. Normally they're facing inward this way from the sidewalls, and I kind of face them towards the listening position. I think it's a cool look, and it just sounds nice. So, I mean, it's something I could try to put it behind the seats.
Yeah, I would definitely move each 15 opposite each other, then put the big boy in the back there. I mean, that's how I got it. I even went to the Trinov Theater. That's how they have it. They have their 32-inch in the back, and then all the other ones up front. Wow. So it's like just LFE stuff. Like I got my 18s crossed at like 30 hertz on down, and then the Rels I have from like 30 hertz on up, 30 to like 80, and the rest of my speakers take over. So I got the 18s just do like LFE, like real low stuff. And then the 12s do everything above.
Do you cross over those big subs on the back to just do like lower frequencies?
Yeah.
You set that on the Trinov to say...
Set on Trinov, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nice there.
Yeah.
So for me to have to dial dial that sub specifically just to do low effects only. You know.
Of course, it's gonna be different for you. I mean, something to play with, but that's what I do. But I think you would have to do yours manually on the sub. So if you wanted to cross it down lower, just take that down to like, I don't know, 20 or 30 or something like that.
Right. Something to try. Got some Raf Gang members in the chat. Just want to say hi to a few of them. Evil Alex, Sammy, Home Theater Man. What's up, guys? Yeah, Sammy is a professional calibrator. He does a lot of this high-end calibrating, so he's a pretty good dude.
Oh, yeah, Sammy Prescott Jr.
Yep. Yeah, he just completed his theater recently.
Drop those clips and get a second one. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
He's like, you're doing it wrong.
I know. What's funny is my wife actually suggested selling the clips and get another 21.
Yeah, did you? I was gonna say, did you get a discount on that? No.
No,
You should be like, hey, buddy, I'll do a review for you.
Right. Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't know if these companies do that stuff. I don't know. Let's see.
Of course they do. Come
Yeah.
on. Shane, how does Rumi Remote work for your Panasonic player? It doesn't. I'm still using I use Rumi into my Harmony Hub, and then I set out specific commands to tell the Harmony Hub to turn on and off my Panasonic player. That's how I got it working right now. That's for the Logitech owners. You heard about the whole Logitech thing?
Yeah, they're shutting down the remotes, huh?
Yeah, crazy. I don't know why they would do that. They're like literally the only player in town to make a universal remote that does everything. I don't understand why they would do that.
It's like a household name with universal remotes.
Yeah.
Harmony? Yeah.
It's so weird. They're like, hey, with HDMI ARC kind of controlling everything. I guess for your TV and soundbar only. But like that's not a replacement for universal remote. Come on.
No, I know. Yeah, I've had a lot of Harmonies throughout my day. But right now I just have a standard $50 one. That's it. Does fine for me.
Which one you got? Like the 600 or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a 665 or 670 or something. Yeah, they really bit me with the Harmony 1. That was my pride and joy. Harmony 1 was glorious. It just looked nice, it's shiny, a great color screen, and it pooped out on me. I was like, what? $200? Man, nah, I'm good.
I remember that one where it looked like a little tablet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one that came with there was one with the Sony receiver at one point that had like a tablet remote. It was pretty cool. Oh, it was a Denon. One of the Denon receivers.
Yeah.
I like those things, man.
God, I wish they had that little tablet still. But no, they just have the regular touchscreen. That touchscreen too is also like, every time you go to use it, you'd have to touch it once, and then you have to touch it again the second time for the screen to react. I fucking hated that. Every time I'd use it, just to wake it up. Even though it's on, I would still have to touch it once and then touch it again for it to actually scroll.
It should have that gyro thing where you just move it and whoop, lights turn on. That's how it should be.
No, it does. It does. You pick it up and it comes on. But then to get the screen to actually react to your finger, you have to touch it once first and then touch it again.
That's excessive.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't. I was like, come on, man. $300 remote.
Splits. What's up, Splits? Yeah, the Mortal Kombat was great, and the unboxing. Yeah, man, it's awesome.
When your wife gives you the go-ahead to buy sub.
She did for the 21. I was shocked with that. I had no. That was surprising there.
They don't have the sub in a seal, do they? I think it's only ported.
Yeah. I thought there might have been a sealed 21, but I don't see it on the website.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I'm wondering if I've come to find that with ported subs, they just once they kind of hit their wall there, they'll start making noises. But with sealed subs, they tend to not do that. They don't play quite as loud, but they just obviously there's no port to make any noises, but they just won't bottom out the same as a ported one would.
Yeah, my Klipsch sub 12s behind the theater seats have a port firing against the seats, and I don't really I don't notice them at all. But yeah,
probably not driving them because they're only 12s. You're probably
only
just
12s.
Thinking, you're like, yeah, then I'm like, I can't drive these little things. With the 21, you're probably just like, I could probably drive the hell out of these.
I'm trying.
Now you're getting disappointed.
It's all about a balance, man. It's all about balancing.
Yeah, how do you like the finish on that? I've never been a fan of the black
slick.
roughness.
It's slick.
You like
it's like almost like it's not like sandpaper, but it's just got a cool theater look, and
Yeah.
it just feels nice. It's very solid construction. Doesn't move when you're rumbling it, but it looks cool. It blends in. For me in the black theater, I think it looks nice. To me, and it doesn't really reflect light that much either, which is cool too.
What up, boys? Projector question: are you guys still rocking the 3D projectors? And which do you think generates better 3D images, RF or DLP projectors? RF or DLP projectors?
Yeah, so I had the Optima projector, the HD30, which was 3D, and then the HD65, which is also 3D, and they were great. DLP projectors produce a nice 3D image, which I was happy with at the time. I think with the Sony, it's RF. But yeah, 3D was kind of fun at first, but man, I don't know. It just kind of faded out for me. I think the biggest issue is the brightness, because once you kick in that 3D mode, half brightness all of a sudden, like damn. So I was like, eh. But no,
that's you got the 295 now, right?
Yeah, I tried it. I tried it a few times in 3D. About the what was the glasses called?
E-Star? Expand.
Yeah. I tried those. It looked good for a few times, but the half brightness kind of kills it for me. But 4K definitely is a winner. I'd definitely go a native 4K projector over a 3D projector any day for sure.
Did you watch Endgame in 3D?
Only the trailer in 3D.
All right. Avatar.
Yes, of course.
That's got to look good on your screen.
Yeah, it does look nice. So that's full screen. So when you have a full screen
right.
movie, then of course it's when you get the black bar and the half brightness, it takes it out too.
Ah, boy. I love 3D, man. I haven't watched a 3D movie forever. I watched Wonder Woman 84. I watched about 5 minutes of Wonder Woman 84 in 3D.
Cool.
And then just the pure shitty nature of that movie I was unable to sit through the entire thing.
Yeah, disappointing to say at least on that one. The only good scene for me was the flying scene. That little part, I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's wondrous there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's it. I was there.
Yo, hold on. Did you like Godzilla vs. Kong?
Oh yeah. I'm team Godzilla all the way. Oh man.
Like you liked it? Or you're like, yeah, it was good. Or were you like, yeah, I fucking loved it?
The human stuff was just a throwaway for me. But the fighting, incredible, right?
Yeah.
And what's great about it is they moved a little quicker. They moved more nimble. They weren't just like slow moving, It was really cool. I mean, Kong was just agile as heck, running through the city, and the Zilla with his atomic breath just at will. He didn't have to charge it up like before, where he just no. He was just like, bah, here's your breath, bah, here's your breath. I thought it was damn cool. The Hollow Earth stuff was nice. And the sound effects going into the Hollow Earth, my goodness, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But as far as I thought it was better than King of the Monsters.
Really? Jeez, I didn't think so.
Just because it was more Godzilla for me.
I like that. I think it was a nice balance with the last one. I mean, I think it's a nice balance with this one too. I just think, God, like you said, Godzilla being everybody being so nimble. I thought that was a little too cartoony for me. I was like, if these are gigantic creatures, I was like, they wouldn't be moving like wrestlers. I mean, they're gigantic. I mean, come on, what's going on here?
Entertainment value. You gotta be entertained to watch these things go at it, right?
It's like when you watch Pacific Rim, like the first one. Like they look like when they're throwing a punch, it looks like it's like here, it's like Godzilla's like bop. I'm like, dude, no. I was like, this is not real.
They're slapping each other. It was like a wrestling match, which is I don't know, man. It was pretty cool to me. Entertainment. It's all about entertainment.
It was definitely entertaining. I was just like story-wise. I was like, no, man. I was like, telling me there's a journey to the center of the Earth storyline here. And
you got to turn your brain off, man. You got to turn the brain off.
Coming out with an axe. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing here?
That was one of Godzilla's spines.
Yeah.
One of his from the old days, the old battles. So
I was like, dang. I was like, what's going on in this movie? Because I thought they were trying to make it like a believable real world type of thing, which I thought the first 3 movies were. I was like, okay, I can kind of see this. And then he's coming out with weapons and shit. I was like, man, what? I was like, this is totally doing a 180 here.
Yeah, Mecha Godzilla was nuts, right? I mean, talk about nimble. He was flying around.
I heard something like they wanted to like cross over Pacific Rim with Godzilla vs Kong.
Yeah, the same studio owns both, right?
Yeah, I
So
mean, I guess they would. Well,
I mean, they could dabble into it. Maybe
yeah,
maybe as like a end credit sequence to see the kaiju. What do they call them? No, Jaegers. You see the Jaegers in
Jaegers.
the
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
Be like, well, that'd be kind of crazy.
yeah.
Kind of crazy, man.
They about to get killed. Bring back Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, Charlie.
The dude, Pacific Rim 2 was fucking trash. Come
That
on,
one I did
that was,
not like.
yeah,
I'll agree with you there.
that's
Of course,
garbage.
that was
Yeah.
garbage.
I think John Boyega was getting too big on his Star Wars movies. He was like, I'm just gonna make Pacific Rim 2 like my way.
Right?
It didn't work.
Just stick with Star Wars.
Question for your spirit changing Raf. I want to invest in the Marantz 7706. What do you think, or should I invest in the 7705? It is a little cheaper. And I'm getting the Motiva 7-channel amp.
Sweet.
I think if you're, if you want to do like the whole gaming thing, if you're a gamer, then 7706 with the new adapter would be the correct way to do it. But I think sound wise, I think you can go either way. Really.
Yeah, I have the 7705. It's amazing. Love it. Love it. And, with one port being 4K 128K, I don't think it's worth spending that, especially with the HDMI 2.1 issues right now with adapters and stuff. I mean, if you wait another year and a half, maybe for the 7707, they'll fix everything. Otherwise, 05 is amazing. Still a beast.
I had the 7702 back in the day, and I switched over to the Integra. Not a big difference, but I still
Nice.
like it. But yeah, man, I would do the if you're a gamer, then 7706. If not, then save yourself some bucks and get the 05.
Yeah, I had Onkyo for a while as my pre-pro, and then I went to Yamaha as a pre-pro, and then went to the Marantz.
What
Marantz has been
amps?
great.
What amps you got?
I have a Carver, an old Carver,
Yeah.
5-channel beast. It's a premier amp, THX rated. It's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah.
That's for my 5-channel, and I have an Outlaw 7-channel for my rest. That's like a 150 per channel, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, definitely going separates is the way to go, guys. Home theater, if you want to do it right, you gotta go separates. That's key.
Do it. Was there a question about that earlier? Let me see. Hold on. NED T778 or separates 7706 for clarity and Atmos accuracy. I would say that's a tough one. I think clarity and Atmos accuracy would come from the 778 over the Marantz. Personally, that's what I know because I've heard them both. So I would go that way. But the 7706 I think is basically, from what Gene from Audioholics was telling me, I think 7706 is exactly the same as the 8015, just minus the amps, like performance wise. So I think they measured like exactly the same. So basically, even though it's a pre-pro, it's basically just the same as the receiver. Just a little insider. Dun dun dun. So that's one of those processors really not better performing wise than the AVR. If you were going to use the AVR as a pre-pro. So something to think about. Although I would say the 77.8 is better performer than the Marantz. Personally, just from what I've heard. Well, from when I've used them.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Sammy Debs. It's nice to see Raf on your channel. He's a good guy. He's blown up over here in home theater land. He's got like 20,000 subscribers now.
Hey, Raf Gang Nation, man.
This isn't like your main gig, right? You have like a normal job?
Yeah, it's this is my side hobby. It's my little fun area. Yeah, with the Rafcave, basically what Rafcave is, it's basically man cave, right? Man cave, but I'm Raf, so I call it Rafcave. My channel basically is to inspire and give you guys ideas on a place that you can call your own cave, right? So basically, I show whatever I do down here, whether it be gaming and unboxing, reactions, and home theater stuff. It's kind of my little getaway into to helping you guys out to get some thoughts and stuff. So yeah, I was fortunate enough when I was house hunting to find a perfect basement for a man cave, right? So we got the L-shaped room. So the theater is in the long way. My command center is kind of here, and then the other end is going to be a small home theater area. So guys, whatever you can do, get yourself an area where you can call your own and just add whatever you can. Just TV, speakers, gaming, knickknacks around your room, and just it's a really cool place to get away. That's why with this whole pandemic, man, it's like I don't have to go anywhere. I'm loving it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially yeah.
I love the pandemic. It was my favorite part of my life so far.
Right. People are saying like, I miss theaters now. Just get your own home theater and enjoy it at home and love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, there was like this whole big thing, like Warner is messed up by doing a day and date release with HBO Max. I was like, no, man. I was like, that's the fucking best thing ever.
It's awesome. Give you a choice, right?
Yeah, I was like, I've been waiting for this to happen for years. Watching first run movies at home. Fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
Man.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good numbers too with Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then I know Wonder Woman I think was on there too. But then Godzilla Kong was huge. That was like 3.2 million viewers within the first 5 days. And then of course Mortal Kombat, 3.8 million in the first 3 days. So it shows a lot of people that want to watch it at home. And it's still with Warner Brothers putting it in theaters, now theaters are starting to slowly open up. So if you wanted to go there, you can. They have the option. But I'm good with it, man. I'm loving it.
Listen, if it wasn't for Warner's doing day and date, theaters wouldn't even be open. I mean, all the biggest movies that have come out is from Warner's.
From Warner, yeah.
I mean, you got Tenet, we had Wonder Woman, Godzilla Kong, and now Mortal Kombat. What else has been at the theater, really?
Yeah, a couple animated movies, I think, maybe here and there, but nothing really. Yeah, Disney's been holding out. They've been pushing Black Widow for who knows how long, so it's finally going to come out like next month or something.
Is it next month?
Maybe it's July. I think it's July.
I knew that was going to happen. Are you going to pay the $30 for that? Yeah, you will.
I probably will. Yeah. Because it's only Disney Plus is only $7 a month.
Yeah, it's like $7.
Yeah, I mean it's no big deal. Yeah. Do it, man.
People get so upset about paying the $30 a month if they have Disney Plus. They're like, "Yo, I'm already spending $7 a month." It's like, dude, if you're complaining about fucking $7 a month, you are the broke. You shouldn't even be streaming movies, okay?
No. You barely pay for your internet then. You gotta think you go to a theater, you're gonna pay for the ticket, which is like $12-13. So you buy a drink and popcorn, you're spending $15 already there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just at home. If you have a decent theater, I mean just stay at home anyway and watch it. Why not?
Yeah, if they were gonna drop like Godzilla vs. Kong, even if if we were just living a normal life, I would spend like $50 for that. I'd be like, I would have a couple boys come over. We just drop some we'd split it up.
Kind of like a pay-per-view event.
Yeah, and then they bring over beer, have some food here. That's like you get your money's back right there. Yeah. So I could see a word like that.
I'll see what happens. Hopefully it takes off. It's nice. It's nice to have a balance of home and theater.
Well, I think they're saying when 2022 hits, at least for Warner's, they're going to go back to the normal,
Well, at least shorten the time before it comes to home.
Yeah, I think
normally it's 4 months, and then they're going to go down to 3.
I think they're going to 45 days next year.
I think 40. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
45 days. Cool.
Which is not bad. It's like a month and a week, a month and a half. So I mean,
everybody be happy then.
Yeah, I can hold off for the next DC Marvel movie and wait an extra month to watch it at home. I don't have a problem with that.
Sure. Yeah, I think one of your guests was on, and you're talking about projector theater versus like just a big LED TV, and you're always go projector, and he was like, nah, I like a big screen. If you have a projector, man, that's the best way to go. Get a projector, get a big screen in your room. Nothing better than that. It's awesome. The immersion effect. Yeah.
I think people that have TVs, they've never owned a projector. They don't get it. Like, I don't think these people that have like TV setups don't actually have like a proper setup, like a full like dedicated space with like
dark room,
dozen speakers, dark room, and everything like that. It's probably just in their living room, and they're just like, "Oh, this is amazing." I just bought a TV this year, and I'm going to buy the next year's version of that, and the next year version of that. It's like a
Right.
cyclical. It's like a cycle for TV owners. Every year they got to buy the
I
newest,
know. It's like
the newest thing.
people asking, Raph, you gonna trade in your GX and go with the G1? I'm like, what?
Dude, you do it too, though. Every year I
Um,
see you unboxing a new LG. I'm like, yo, this guy's got another LG. I was like, okay.
well, I had a Sony A8F before, and I sold that, and I got. Well, I did have, remember, a 60 this the CX and then the GX. Yeah, I switched a little bit there. And let's not forget that 8K Samsung that I had in here. My goodness, what a disaster!
Yeah, it's shitty.
Yeah, it was awful. It was the 800 8K from Samsung. It was a 65 inch. And the 8K for me, pixels, because I'm a gamer, I want to see those pixel stuff. But my goodness, man, when I turned that on for the first time, the upscaling was atrocious.
Hmm.
Just hooking up an antenna to see local TV, it was like a smudge of Vaseline all over everybody's faces. It was just so garbage. And of course, it's not even OLED, so the black levels were gray because it's a backlit panel.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it, man. It was just a train wreck. The next day, it went back, and I went back to OLED, and that's it, done. Crazy.
I saw Samsung's newest 8K set over
Yeah,
at the Vay Electronics here. Was that one you got?
Oh no, this was last year.
Okay.
Standard stuff, not the new panels and new
Yes.
mini LEDs they're putting in theirs or something like that.
Yeah, I saw the new one, and I was like, he was showing it to me because he just got it in. He was like the first guy to get it. The first thing I saw I was like, yo, is that blooming in the corners? He goes, yeah, there's a little bit of blooming on it. He goes, but the colors are great, right?
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, it's great, but why am I saying? I was like, dude, why am I seeing blooming on this $8,000 set or whatever it costs?
Damn.
He goes, well, it's meant for the bright room. So if you have a bright room, you're not going to see it that much, though. I said, I understand you're giving me the sales pitch, probably what they're telling you. He goes, no, yeah, I know. He goes, it's unacceptable.
Yikes. Yeah, the typical thing with Samsung is it's meant for brighter rooms. That's what they call QLEDs. The brightness and the contrast and the peak nits is just out of this world. But man, you put it in a dark room and you see the blacks on that thing. It's not good, man.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking horrible.
Just can't do it. It's oversaturation. Can't go that route. I don't think OLED is still king to me. And people say the burn-in thing, but I made a video about that. There's so many anti-burn-in measures now in these TVs that you really don't have to worry about it.
I still have the Sony A1E in my bedroom. My wife watches it all the time. I don't have a problem with that at all. I've had like 3 or 4 OLED so far, and I haven't had any issues with burning. But then again, I don't play video games, so.
Right,
So,
I do.
man.
I play games on it every day,
yeah.
computer monitor, and if you don't know about burning, I've seen nothing. That's crazy. Love it.
Shane hates video games.
Yeah, Shane, you pick up a controller? Come on, man. Go in your theater room and just jam out in gaming, man.
Dude, I don't have time to play any games, man. Between all these boxes back here,
I see that. You're a busy man.
watching movies, doing movie reviews, like I gotta spend 2-3 hours watching a movie, right? And then I gotta edit it and shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gotta sleep. Then I gotta do these live streams
sleep.
with you guys. I ain't got time for no video games.
Hey, gaming is pretty awesome nowadays, man. You've seen the graphics on these systems. Pretty cool stuff, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I did a little video on the PS5 and the Xbox One. But the only games that I ever like are like sports games. I like NBA games, basketball games. I like NASCAR. I like racing games like that. Other than that, I don't play video games. So I'll buy. Usually, I'll buy like a specific console because I'm interested in a game, and then I'll play that game like for like 2 straight days. I won't even go to sleep. I'll just knock it. Yeah, then I'll knock it out. Then I'll start thinking to myself, I was like, I should be doing something else. I was like, I got to stop doing this because I will sit here forever. So I always have to talk myself out of doing stuff because then I won't accomplish anything.
Yeah, Resident Evil 8 comes out in like 10 days or something like that. The 8th Resident Evil game.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
I did watch some videos on those.
It's pretty cinematic. It's in first person now, so you see your gun and stuff. You're going through the castle, and the environments are incredible. It's gonna be a fun game to play soon.
Ricardo says, Shane, thanks for introducing Raf. Oh, you made a new friend. You made a new subscriber.
Raf gang. Magician's in here. Fred. What's up, guys?
Rafcave's next TV is going to be 77-inch LG OLED.
Nice home theater, man. He has a Samsung 65-inch, I think a Q90 or something like that. He's been rocking for a while, so he wants to jump the OLED train.
I saw the 88-inch a couple days ago. I think that's a big TV.
88-inch, which one?
The GX.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's, what is it, 30 grand. 30 grand for that thing.
Was that 8K?
Yeah. Is it 8K?
Oh, man.
Shit. I'm
Oh,
not sure
no.
if it was 8K.
30 grand?
30,
That's
I think
it?
it's 4K.
Seriously? Wow. That's a huge jump from a 77 to an 80. That's
It
like
is, yeah.
20 grand, 25 grand jump, 20 grand
It
jump.
is a little bit wider than my arm span.
That's cool.
That's not like my arm span is that big, but I couldn't pick it up. Like if I was going to grab it, I would have to really
Right.
fucking stretch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he's getting the 100-inch X92 Sony LED next week. I think that's his. I think that's what the ETA is on that. That's gonna be. I've got a projection screen that's 92 inches, and I thought that was fairly big. And this TV is going to be 100 inches, so I'm like
Whoa.
super amped to see this in person.
They've had big TVs like that at the E3 or the CES shows,
Yeah.
right? They've had those wall screens, whatever
Yeah.
it is, the wall. That's awesome. Finally, consumers can purchase these big things and get them home.
Yeah, 20 grand though. That's a lot of money.
The micro LED concept is pretty neat, where you can just buy blocks
Mhm.
and construct your screen any way you want. That's gonna be pretty wild when that gets out.
Yeah, I hope they come out soon. I mean,
Micro
listen,
LED, that'll be the competition to OLEDs. We'll see.
we shall see. I'm waiting to see this new LG mini LEDs that are coming. I think in a couple weeks. That's what I was told.
Aren't they making an OLED like a 30-something inch or something smaller than the 40?
I heard something like a 32-inch or something like that.
Yeah, OLED's finally getting smaller. So.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Wouldn't mind putting one on my desk. Like you have. What do you got? You 65 on your desk, right?
65 is my main monitor, 5 feet from it. I have a 65-inch Vizio M series right next to me. It's like a second monitor to me.
I put the Sony 40-inch, I think it was 42-inch on my desk, and I was like, that was like too big. It was like right here. I was just like,
But the resolution, though,
yeah, okay.
nice text and everything, clear and sharp. Eh?
Like I had to sit way back here, 6 feet from it, just so I can edit a video. Oh, dude, you know what's coming out this? I don't even know what date it is anymore. Army of the Dead's coming out like next month, I think, a couple weeks.
Next month, Zack Snyder. That looks awesome, man. He did a Day of the Dead or something like that a few years back. Yep.
Or Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead. Wait, no,
wait.
Army of the Dead's a new one. The
Dawn of the
older
Dead.
one. Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, thanks. He's got a nice take on zombies. He knows how to make that genre look great. So we'll see. There's actually a king and a queen zombie leaders, and they're directing these zombies. That's why they're a little more intelligent now, and that's gonna be a wild movie, man. I'm excited for that one.
Are they using real zombies or CG zombies?
They're real.
Are they real?
Yeah, they're real. They're real people. There's CG tigers, zombie tigers.
Yeah, I did see that.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I'm empty. I can't wait. Hopefully, he gets to finish the Snyder cut. Oh, fingers crossed.
The Snyderverse, restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah,
right. I don't know. Warner Brothers is holding back. They really want to push them away for some reason.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. It doesn't make good sense.
It's because they have all these other movies in the works that would just completely throw them off. But it's like you can have multiverse going on if they wanted, but I don't think they see it that way.
Like Shazam was okay.
That's fun. It's cute movie. But Black
nobody wants a cute movie.
Black Adam now. Black Adam will bring the seriousness into the
I hope The Rock can make this Snyderverse happen.
You know he's gonna do. Well, he wants Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
He wants to fight Superman. Zack Snyder's Superman, not this new guy. Who knows what they're gonna come up with? But if The Rock wants it, hey, people will listen. So hopefully that's going on in the background.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm sure Zack Snyder already knows. He's got to already know.
I hope he wants to, because I don't know if he's like burnt out of this waiting game and all these things. I mean,
dude, he definitely wants to. You see how he ended Justice League? All these little Easter eggs and shit.
So good. So no, it's the nightmare, right? The nightmare scenes.
Yeah, that too.
That's the future of this movie. Yeah. It's killer, man.
The Joker was in there too. I mean, come on.
It's all right there. The writing's on the wall.
I got a feeling it's coming. And then did you hear that? Super chat. Thank you, Sam Looms, for the super chat. Love your work. Have a beer on me. I will after the chat here.
Nice, Sam.
I hear that Marvel wants him, Zack Snyder, for Ghost Rider. Did you hear those rumors?
Ooh. Not for Ghost Rider, no.
I think they want to have like a dark Blade, and then like Ghost Rider be like a dark movie too.
Speaking of dark, I don't know. So they want Blade to be PG-13. What are your thoughts on that? All right.
I mean, I guess they could do kind of. I don't know. Maybe if he lived in the Deadpool universe.
Right.
But then but Deadpool's got to be rated R though.
Yeah, they won't touch the rated R. Yeah, rated R for Deadpool 3 is confirmed. I don't know. That'd be cool. I mean, Zack Snyder go to Marvel side. Oh boy, you could definitely put his mark on it.
Put the serious stamp.
Is Ghost Rider a big enough character for him to come to the Marvel though?
I mean, was Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, no.
Nobody even knew Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nobody knew about them.
Yeah,
everybody knows about Ghost Rider.
Thing. And I think Bautista wants to play Bane.
Yeah, he actually said, "Put me in Bane. I don't care if you're not writing it. Just do it." Yeah, that's cool. I can see him as Bane. That'd be nice.
That'd be perfect for this, like a Snyderverse, man. As Bane, come on. Plus, he was in Army of the Dead. So I mean, if like The Rock wants Zack Snyder back and Bautista wants him back, come on, man, they gotta make moves.
You gotta hurry. I think it's the head dude at Warner Brothers. He still won't even give Cyborg his role in the Flash movie. That's Ray Fisher.
Yeah, they're already shooting that, so he's highly doubtful he's coming back, unless they fit him in as like a cameo or something like that.
Yeah, they're filming right now. They still have a chance to bring him in, but I don't know.
Yeah,
probably too late.
You'd be keeping it secret. But all right, man. It was 1 hour. Let's cut this right here.
Sweet. Hey, it was a pleasure being on your channel. Thank you, Shane. Spare Change. Man. It's awesome. Congrats to you and everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, it was fun. All
right, man. Thanks for coming on. All right, guys. So if you do want, do you have anything you want to plug? Your channel, something? You got a Patreon or anything?
For the Rafcave channel, it's Rafcave, therafcave.com. And I do have a membership if you want to join the Raf Gang Nation. It's only $2.99 a month. You get some special emojis, special badges. You get some exclusive live stream stuff, and join the rest of us in the chat. So it'll be pretty cool. Appreciate you guys stopping over. And I'll be doing live streams soon. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Sweet. Now, if you guys do want to sign up for my Patreon, I have a Patreon as well. You can join for as little as $1 a month. That's $12 a year. That'll get you little shout-outs. I'll get you discounts at Value Electronics through me. I can broker you some deals on AVRs, processors, projectors, whatever your heart desires. I can broker you a deal through Value Electronics for as little as $1 a month, so you can get your money back really quick. If you want to sign up for $5 a month, you're eligible for freebies, give away free movies, free gift cards, stuff like that. Discounts from me directly, usually like 50% off if you want to buy some of my used gear if it's for sale. Then $10 a month. You're my best friend. We can have one-on-one video chats just like me and Raf. Raf actually pays me $50 a month. And, that's how we're such good friends now.
Yeah, we got that connection going on, right? Skullnez. Yeah, the draft is coming up. You into football at all?
No, just basketball.
Okay. Yeah, big draft on Thursday night. Kind of excited. Vikings.
Okay, you gonna stream that?
No, probably not. Probably not. Awesome.
But all right, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Like, share, subscribe over to Raf's channel and my channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next